If you clicked on this video, you probably have a lot of knots within your shoulder that you're trying to get rid of. And so today we're going to be talking about how to get rid of those with this. Hey everyone, this is Dr. Ken from Trio Health Chiropractic, your sports chiropractor and certified athletic trainer located in Honolulu, Hawaii. We're going to be talking about how to get rid of your shoulder knots that you've been trying to get rid of for a long period of time with no results. So today we're going to give you a different approach on how you can get rid of this for good. If this is your first time trying to get rid of your knots in your shoulder, try starting off with a tennis ball first because it has a little bit more give. The key to this technique is actually very similar to maybe the videos that you've seen. The only difference, and the big difference, is that you're gonna add motion while you try and roll out your knots. So I'm gonna show you 3 areas that are very common. So 1, 2, and 3 within the shoulder that is most likely to have knots. And that's the 3 that we're gonna go over today. These 3 knots that we're gonna learn how to fix today are actually very, very common within our generation. A lot of it has to do with poor posture, tech neck, and working on the computer sitting all day. Oftentimes with the poor posture, our shoulders start to roll forward, which actually stretches that muscle in between the shoulder blade and the back. In this video, I'm gonna give you a simple but effective way on how to get rid of your knots with this tennis ball and a wall. You're gonna grab the tennis ball, you're gonna put it in between that shoulder blade where you feel that knot, that nagging knot. Now you're gonna lean into it. Now most people have seen this before, but here's the difference. What we're going to do is we're gonna use our range of motion of our shoulder to expose that muscle even more, allowing us to get deeper. Now, if you cannot handle this, you're just gonna stick with this. But this video is for people who have no results from other videos. Now, the difference again is what we're gonna go here, move our shoulder and arm across our body, and you're gonna hold this almost like you're doing a shoulder stretch. And you're gonna notice that the tennis ball is gonna dig in deeper. Now, if you haven't found the spot quite yet, you can roll up and down and you'll definitely find the spot. And once you find the spot, you want to again move that arm back and across the body again. And I promise you, you will feel something release. As you do this and you find the spot, make sure you go up and down the shoulder blade. Now, if I had to show you a model, this is how it's going to look. So this is a model of your shoulder blade on the back side. What you want to do is you want to get this tennis ball as close to this shoulder blade up and down this ridge against the wall. So the wall is like this. Now you want to get it here and you're moving this shoulder blade just like that as you rotate and stretch out your shoulder like this. So that's the key to this. As you move, it's really getting on this edge where the attachment of that muscle is. And that's frequently where the knots are. This is going to be the technique that you're going to use to get rid of the knots in between your shoulder. Next, let's move on how to get rid of the knots on the upper trap going towards your neck. All right, here's the second part of the video on how to roll out your upper trap. Now, this is a very difficult area to actually get. Most of the times you probably have a friend dig in with the elbow, but how do you do this yourself? I'm gonna teach you a simple but effective way using this tennis ball and now a doorway. So this is how you're gonna do it. You're gonna place this ball directly on your upper trap first. Then you wanna bring your hand on that side around your back. Then you're gonna go straight in. Your head is gonna go through the doorway, but that ball is gonna get stuck right here. And this is how it's gonna look. Now, as you hold that, you wanna hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds. But this is the kicker. Remember, we said we want motion with the ball release or the massage technique. So this is the key on how to make this massage much more deeper. What we want to do is when this is on and we stick our head through the doorway and we get that spot, we find the spot, now we need to rotate our head to the opposite side. For this example, we're going to go this way. So I want you to come a little bit closer and see what's happening. So again, here, upper trap, lower back, or a hand behind your lower back. That's the key to getting rid of your knots in your upper trap, not just with the massage ball technique, but making sure that your head moves away from the opposite side that you're trying to get rid of the knot. Try it out. This is a very simple and effective way to get rid of the knots within the upper trap by yourself at the convenience of your home. The next time a friend is digging your elbow into your upper trap and you're trying to get rid of that knot, that's no problem. Just add in that neck rotation to the opposite side, because I promise you that will be a deeper release for that knot in your shoulder. Now we're gonna move on to the third release for your shoulder, but technically that shoulder muscle attaches to your neck, so we're gonna move along up towards the neck to help release that knot that's usually stuck, especially if you already have that upper trap tension. So stay tuned. Okay, we're finally in the third phase of how to get rid of these knots that are stuck in your shoulder that you haven't found the results for. This part of the video is actually more towards the neck, but this muscle actually attaches to your shoulder. And so this is another reason why when we treat our neck, our shoulder actually releases. So because this is a little bit difficult to see while I'm on the ground, I'm gonna use this spine model to help you understand where we're gonna place this. So the spine is actually facing me, and this is the back side, okay? So we're doing the left side right here. We wanna place this ball at the base of this skull in the transition of your upper neck to the skull. So here's a different angle that I'm gonna show you on where to place the tennis ball. So the tennis ball is gonna go again on the left side at the base of the skull in the transition of the upper neck and the skull. Remember, this is just for the massage release. We're gonna add in the rotation of our neck to add in the motion and a deeper release that most people are looking for. Just like the spine model, I'm gonna replicate that same thing on my body. Now we're gonna use this tennis ball, place it at that transition site of that upper neck and the skull. Now we're gonna keep it on the left side for this example of the body. And what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna rotate our neck to the left, so toward the camera. And we're gonna do a chin tuck, which means to bring this chin deep into your chest. And you're gonna feel that muscle pop up and get that deeper release. That's a very common area in where the knots are. And so this is a very simple but effective way to get rid of this knot. We're gonna be looking straight up to the ceiling, but we wanna add in motion, which is going to our left and then doing a chin tuck just like that. And we wanna hold this for about 5 seconds, and then we're gonna come back. And you can repeat this up to 10 times. You don't wanna do too much because it is a sensitive area. You can do the opposite and give it a rest, and you can do it a few times throughout the day. With the poor posture, our shoulder starts to roll forward, rise up, and our head starts to stick forward, just like that. And those are the three motions that actually cause a lot of the tension and the trigger points caused in the muscles where the knots occur. So even if we talk about how to get rid of these knots, the key to this is actually fixing our posture. The key, again, is to roll our shoulders back, bring our head back into alignment and neutral position where our muscles are not stressed. That's the key to actual long-term relief. You may even notice that your neck pain goes away, your headaches go away, you have a comfortable time sleeping, and you just function better throughout the day. So don't just think that this technique is only gonna get rid of your knots. You're actually gonna function a lot better. So as a bonus today, I'm gonna show you one exercise that's gonna help to prevent that shoulder from rolling forward and that head to stick forward. We're gonna bring all of that back, bring your spine back into neutral so that those muscles that we worked on today does not get stressed anymore. And this is an easy exercise that you don't need any equipment for. All you need is a wall. So the key to this exercise, you wanna keep certain areas against the wall. It's gonna be the back of your head, your wrist, elbow, mid-back, low back. Those are the areas that you wanna keep on the wall the entire time, if you can. Our feet are gonna be about 6 inches off the wall. Then our lower back is gonna be flat on the wall, shoulder flat on the wall, elbows flat on the wall, the wrist flat on the wall. Then all we do is called a wall angel, and we're gonna glide our arms up and down. Glide our arms up and down. And you want to keep all those areas that we talked about, your head, your shoulder, elbow, wrist, lower back, all against the wall as you glide. Now, it's not the easiest exercise, but it's really gonna force you to open up your chest. Make sure that the shoulders don't roll forward, keep our head back. And that's gonna help to prevent a lot of these trigger points or these muscular tensions and knots that you might be suffering with to go away and not come back. And that's really the key. If you found value to this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe to help support our channel, and always share with a friend who might be going through the same thing as you.